Hello, I am Bentham and welcome back to Cosmoteer, where in the previous episode we started again with the new ship after our previous ship got slightly destroyed completely by the last person it faced. We've been a little bit more careful this time. We've stayed in the lowest level of difficulty for a while to make sure we actually have enough money and enough firepower to graduate to the next one, and that might be what we're trying today. Let's have a quick check of the map and see what's around us. Yeah, there's no particularly nearby places with the one stripe. And I forget what that's called. I think it's amateur. There's one over there. Yes, that one's amateur. And then the next level is called professional. There we go. So I think that after a little bit of work, we'll be ready to upgrade to professional. So we have some money after our most recent murderings. So we'll go into build mode and see what we can add. So more weapons, more shields are, I think, what we want to aim for. Don't know what that was about. I'd definitely like to have, like, another pair of shields or something like that. Just because it'd be nice to be able to survive slightly longer against whatever we're up against. What I might actually do is move these out here. Whoops, well I've just got rid of one, whatever. Put that there. Maybe bring it out a little bit, make us some more space. Yeah, something like that should work. And then we'll get back those guns that we lost. We'll stick them there, and then we'll have some more shielding. Here, maybe bring it back a bit. Might look nice. Yeah, let's try something like that. That does get rid of the guns that we had there. In fact, we probably want to move the whole thing up by a couple of tiles. Just to make sure we have space for everything. So we'll bring it all up by one. And there we go. So that's crazy amounts of shielding. Same amount of firepower so far, but we'll see about improving that. So, more guns on the outside around here is the way to go, I think. Let's see, weaponry. We'll get some more electro bolts. We'll have 2 of them this time. See how that goes. So yeah, we're going really crazy with the weaponry because I want to kill the enemy before they kill us. That's basically how all the fights work. And I've suffered in the past from not having enough shields and not having enough weapons. So I'm just going to go crazy and have loads of everything. And now the ship looks... Yeah, I can call this the Hammerhead. It looks like that right now. That's the most suitable name at the current moment in time. Though we are going to do a bit more rearranging. I don't know whether we can afford all the upgrades we want to add here. Because already we've used up half our money. And we're now very short on people and power and FTL driveness. So maybe that was a bit too much, a bit too soon. The 2 extra shields is probably the best we can hope for right now. Let's get rid of these just to bring the price down a little bit. And make things a bit less crazy. We'll move things out a little bit over here. Let's bring that out to there, then we can move that out to there. Gives us a bit of space to work with here that we can put more, I guess, crew quarters and stuff in. Yeah, we'll bring this out. Then we'll do that. And now we're back up to 100% efficiency with the FTL drive, and then we'll put back in our bridge, wherever that one is. There it is. Control room, right at the back. Out of the way. Put those in. And we'll get rid of a couple of doors where we can. It's been pointed out that the reason that lots of doors are bad is that it means more of a fire hazard, which makes sense. Fair enough. So I shouldn't go quite so crazy with the doors because it does mean that fire will spread super fast and everyone will die. I will do that though. Just because, you know, symmetry is more important than fire safety. Everyone knows that. Right, one more reactor would probably be enough. And we want it at the front, because that is where all the power requirements are. Annoyingly, that means it can't be symmetrical anymore. Oh no, everything's ruined. Now we'll just have to deal with it. We'll move that to there. We'll switch off mirror mode. Put this over here. And then another reactor right there. Still not so great in terms of people being able to get to the front of the ship, but what I will do is, whoops, I will rotate that like that so people can get through to the front of the ship from there. Let's go back into mirror mode. That all looks good. Power is now fine. Crew a little bit short. We can fix that. Let's just do that and that. That brings us up to almost enough, and then what we can do is swap these out for larger quarters. That is more than... At what point did we surpass our money? I wonder how long ago that was, because I've not been paying attention to that number. There we go. If we get rid of all the crew, we're okay. That's a problem. Right, let's put the crew back, but then we'll not hire everyone quite yet. How... Oh, geez, we can't hire anybody. Okay, we don't have the money to afford that. Okay, we'll get rid of these at least. We still can't afford it. Get rid of that as well. Can we at least put in a couple at the side here? No. Why can't I do anything with those buttons? Whatever. Right, we'll get rid of these again. Leaves a big old hole. We'll stick a bit of armor in the sides here if we can afford it. We can't. Okay, so this is going to be a very front-heavy ship for a little while. Let's at least put some armor there. Protect it in the slightest bit. That'll probably do. I think it'll survive. It looks a bit ridiculous at this particular stage. Make it so. There we go. We'll let everyone fix everything up. Get things running again. See, a lot of crazy stuff at the front. Bristling with guns and shields because I'm scared of getting shot and not shooting the enemy quick enough. So we're going crazy with the firepower and the defenses and ignoring everything else, including maneuverability. I've got the bare minimum, really. Well, not the bare minimum, but very little in terms of maneuvering stuff overall. Let's try jumping, and we'll see how we fare against the professional level. We should be okay because we've got a hell of a lot more than we had last time we tried this. It's going to take them forever to charge it up because, of course, I put these at the back and most of the power is at the front, so everyone's having to ferry everything in from the front. In fact, hold on a minute, I need to sort out these doors, make them a bit less silly. Put them there. Move these down. That's a better arrangement. I think that's okay. Yeah, everything at the front is fine. In the end, there's a bit too much open space over here. I could do a bit of messing about with that, but we'll leave it for the moment. Lots of empty space between the front of the ship and the explosive bits is probably for the best. If I get shot from the side right now, I am screwed. We cannot turn away from any enemies we are facing. It will result in death. Off we go. Here we are, and let's just go for this guy over here. He's a little bit separate from everyone else, so there's the least chance of anyone else turning up while we're in the middle of killing him. Off we go, everything's making sure everything is charged. And let's see what we face. It's the Trapper. Oh, we've had trouble with this one before. Let's go into slow motion for this battle. That's the thing, by the way, in the comments, tell me what you think of how often I should use slow motion. Because there's the temptation to use it in every single fight I'm ever in, but at the same time, that would potentially get boring. So tell me what you think, whether you think slow-mo will get boring or whether we should have like half our fights in slow motion. Right, we'll go up to half speed. I just want to be able to react quickly to any horrific disasters. Already we've got significant shield failures, but we are fighting back, we are doing damage. Everything's firing, we've got a lot of issues with population. People leaving their posts and things getting ionized. It may be a repeat of last time, but we do have the cannon, and they will not stop the cannon. Just target all their guns, try and get them taken out before they do too much damage. Okay, we're starting to struggle here. A lot of damage here. They're really focusing on this shield back here, which is not the worst because... Oh, they've already taken that one out over there. At least the central shields are okay, though they aren't manned at the moment. Everyone is busy ferrying power, and they're not focusing on actually keeping everything functional. Maybe not the best. Let's just ram them. Just run in their faces. Oh, even the cannon shut down because nobody's manning it. Please man the cannon again. There's no point if we don't have any guns being operated. Right, they've got a lot of damage across all their weapons. We're starting to break them down. Let's just knock them out one by one. There we go. That's some progress. What have we got left? So there's these two at the back. Hard to get to. Just target the reactor and finish this. Oh, they're just taking out all our shields systematically. We may have only one left by the end of this, but just keep targeting. There it is! That's the reactor. They have another one, though. Target that one, too. That's their control room gone. They've gone into a spin. Just keep firing. There's very little they could do to us now. So yeah, even bristling with guns, they still managed to hurt us a fair bit. I think a lot of that, though, was our lack of population. So there weren't enough people around to keep everything manned properly. So there we go, the fight is over. Half the money's going to be spent on repairing. But the other half can be spent on getting some actual crew. Wrong button. This one here. What we want to do is, I guess, upgrade these to these better quarters. And hire all the crew, please. We can afford it. Just about. Got a bit of money left. I could perhaps use that for armor just to protect the sides a bit better. We can afford that. And also that, but probably nothing else. I don't think we can afford this. Nope, takes us over. That's fine. It's coverage on the important bits. We could actually... Well, I'll remove that there. And then I can afford to put this final block in here. And then later on, that will become some rooms. Alright, not too terrible. Let's continue on to the next one. Oh, they're all clustering up. We do not want to be fighting two people at once when we've just jumped into a new level of sector. That would be very bad. That would be death. Depending on what we're fighting. Could be something really easy. Well, two things really easy. The odds are slimmer when it's two things to deal with. How close are they? If I look on the map. Yeah, that's a little bit dangerous. We're dicing with death here. We may have to make a quick exit if we can. Jetsam. Ah, we fought this before. This one's not too bad. It's just got one big cannon on the front. We can... All we have to do is knock that out before they can do much else. Just batter it with everything we've got. That's that gone. Shields are still up. Now just target... You know what? Target there. If they're going to point that side at us, then we'll just target their completely exposed reactor. Knock them out instantly. And continue on to the next one, because we didn't take any damage. Oh, but first we will do some repairs. Not repairs. We'll do some upgrading. We'll get our final bit of quarters. We can afford all the new crew. There we go. We are now at a decent amount of crew. So hopefully we won't have any more trouble with things not being properly manned in the middle of fights. I'll even go a bit more overkill with it, just to be sure. Right, what are we fighting? Let's go into slow-mo as we go and look at this. It's the Marauder. It's 1,000,000 cannons. Shouldn't be too difficult. It's slightly more dangerous than the Jetsam. But overall, I reckon our shields will hold. They do a lot of damage, but the shields take a lot of damage when it's not delivered by electro bolts. Oh, make sure to turn quick enough. Oh, that's not good. Turn, turn, turn. Yeah, so there's my maneuverability issues coming into play. You do have to pay attention to that. You do have to make sure I have enough engines even. Well, we've got to normal speed. I reckon this should be okay. One down. Target the other one. Oh, that reminds me, I was told about this new feature. If I hold down shift and then... There we go. So I can chain different weapons. They will now... Oh, we've lost a shield. When did that happen? I missed it, but I guess they managed to hook the shots around the side and really batter that while I wasn't looking. Either way, what we've done is we've told the ship to one by one target each of the weapons. And so it is just one by one taking them all out. And now we just have the reactor left. Suffering some power issues in places. But overall, things held enough to fight. Is that a bit of us? That's a bit of them rather than us. We have also lost bits. We can pay for it though. Right, straight to rebuilding again. Let's see what else we can add to help with the not dying thing. Maybe it's time for more engines now. Let's see, what can I move about? Because I'd like to turn these into these scale of engines, but this is a problem. And also, yeah, you need more clearance once you have the larger engines in. So what I need to do is sort of move these right out to over here. I mean, I guess I can make nacelles in a sense. Just send them right over there, swap them out for big engines. Just stick those there, have a couple of these here as well. And then just a whole bunch of corridor leading up to it. And then some larger engines over here. Let's make a bit of space. We'll put them right there. We've got room for some corridors running along the sides. We can get people moving a little bit more freely. Then I think for now more armor on here, but eventually this will probably become crew quarters. For now, just making it crazy heavily armored should be good for us. Move these out. And what I'm also going to do is put two new ones here. I will have to find somewhere else to put that reactor. Do a bit of messing about here now. Move this out. Move this out. And then get a new ammo factory. Plonk it here. Then move these out a bit. This out. That forwards. Stick a reactor right at the back here. What else to do? Might even make some corridors running down here instead of right on the outside. That probably makes more sense. I do this. Then move everything out to here. Oh, we've gone massively over. I wasn't paying attention to money. I forgot we weren't rich. We can't quite afford all these crazy upgrades I'm supplying. What if we cut out this armor? That helps, not much. Cut out these for now. Still not enough. You know what? I'm going to cancel and start again. I went too crazy. I forgot about where we... Oh, it's actually saved the blueprint. How do I unsave it? I don't want to save it anymore. I've made a mistake. What do we do about that then? I think the main thing will be the extra reactor I built. So if we get rid of one of those, let's actually just do that for now. Bit of a messy way of doing it. What else have I added apart from that? How expensive are thrusters? Oh, they're actually pretty steep. I didn't think they were quite that much. Okay, so we... let's get rid of those for now. Just put some crappy normal ones in. Oh, we can't actually put them there anymore. Put them there then. Get rid of these. Put in some corridor. Delete that corridor. Oh, I'm not in symmetrical mode. Crap. Get rid of all those on the other side then. Put mirror mode back on. I think everything's normal. Yeah, I guess I didn't realize how much these were, so it's ended up sort of ruining the whole plan there. We'll actually just have to put it all back to how it was, I think, pretty much. Even getting rid of those, I think, and just putting those in. So it looks a bit silly because it's now built to be upgraded. But it's not actually ready for it yet. What else did we add apart from a couple of bits of corridor and stuff? How are we losing this much money? All the structures are now the same. We just made everything a bit wider and got rid of some armor. That'll do it. Crew is a big factor as well, of course, because I always forget that hiring crew is very expensive. Let's put those in and then hire what we can. So there we go. That's made it work. It looks even sillier than it did a minute ago. But in a minute, once we've killed this guy over here, we will have the money to... whoops. That's not what I wanted to order. Go kill him. There we go. Once we've killed this next guy, we'll have enough money to fix things a little bit better. Oh, now it's a pain for... Oh, hang on. Put some doors in. I mean, it's not even... It's just like, oh, they don't need to get over there. It's fine. It's not like we need reverse thrusters on one side. Right, I think that's all fine now. Actually, I'll put a bit of armor in because we have left the reactor over here exposed a bit. Messy, most definitely. But it serves its purpose. Make it so. Carry on. Got quadruple speed, I think everything else is okay. Oh, the doors in the reactor rooms are stupid, but we'll just deal with it. What are we fighting? The Spreadwing. What is this about? I see a couple of electro bolts, a couple of cannons. That is it. Very weird way of arranging itself. I'm going to try targeting the reactor, and then by not being perfectly accurate, we'll end up with a couple of hits on the weapons. That's my thinking. It is going to try and point its cannons at us. Okay, then we'll knock out the cannons. Shouldn't be too difficult. They can only point one cannon at us at a time. And when they do, they can barely point their electro bolts at us. Yeah, let's just queue everything up. So that one, then the reactor. It's the best way to do it. We know where he's going to turn next, so yeah, I'll turn around. We'll take out the weapons. And then just slice through it till we get to the reactor. Shields are holding nicely. Their weapons are down. Now we just wait. And sorted. Piece of cake, bunch more money. Now we can actually afford the upgrades a little bit better. So, large thrusters here. 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 And can we afford... Yep, we can afford there as well. Can we then afford a reactor? No, that puts us over. I might actually go for the reactor instead of some of these engines. Going forwards isn't that important, ultimately. Can I add one in? How much money do we have left? We have literally precisely enough, I think. No, we don't, because I forgot to account for the extra cost of the corridors that are then... or the ship frame that the engines are built on top of. Damn it. Also, that reactor room has barely any doors, and it is stupid. Put some there. Put these in as well. Some there, because why wouldn't you? Doors here. That looks fairly good. Also, let's put some doors in the front of these, because why would you not do that? Again, with the being of the silly. Move these down as well, just to be more efficient. People can get into them quickly from the corridors over here. That's the thing, we at least have money for doors. Let's just fill that with doors as well. Actually, no, because there's the fire hazard thing, this being highly flammable, let's not quite have all the doors we can have. Maybe a bad idea. Overall, pretty good. Yep, you always got to take a minute just to check that the door situation makes any sense. Because often it just doesn't. Right, make it so. That's all our money. Let us jump onwards to the next of the professional sectors. Another 4 ships for us to deal with. I want to find that donut ship. I want to find it and I want to kill it. To prove that I have actually done better this time and that the ship is a better design. Even though really I think all I've done is thrown more money at it. Let's get the to the end of the FTL drive spinning. It can be cool to watch it slowly spin up, but sometimes it's boring and you just want to get to the next place. Here we are, and let's go this way. We still have big gaps here. I meant to put in the proper corridors and stuff and put more armor and things in. There's a few things we still need. We'll just have to get them one by one as we go. Yeah, I'd like there to be a way to revert the blueprint in blueprint mode. Maybe there is, but I couldn't spot one, so there should be a more visible one if there is one already. A couple of very close ships here. Definite danger of us bumping into some we don't want to, especially if you're just going to fly off in that direction. Here we are. What are we fighting? This is the Argonaut. I think we've encountered this before. 1 big cannon in the middle. And then 2 guns on the side. So we'll just queue it up like that. Should be fine. There's a lot more to our ship than theirs. A lot more weaponry. A lot more defenses. That is the key to it, really. You don't want to be fighting someone where your ship is as valuable as theirs, because it means that if you don't lose, then you're at least gonna suffer a lot in the fight. Oh, someone's sneaking up behind us. Not gonna let that happen. Who's this? Ion frigate. It's got an ion cannon. It's the only thing it has. That's quite fun. We'll target that, then the reactor. Easy enough. And we'll try and outmaneuver the thing. Whoops, that's not what I want. I've forgotten the... There it is. Yeah, just attack it from the side, and if we have more maneuverability than they do, which is unlikely, then they won't even be able to use the cannon on us. What are they doing? They want to point at us. There we go, we'll make sure our shields are facing them. Yep, they blast through shields pretty quick relative to most weapons. Whereas if you go out of range, then nothing's going to happen anymore. It's us trying to... Okay, just attack them head on. Clearly they're not allowing us to go for the sneak around the side route, and so we really just need to gun it and go for them. Okay, so maybe engines facing... Like, engines for going forward are important, as it turns out, because at the moment we can't actually get to this guy. He's just endlessly blasting us while staying at maximum range. Isn't this awkward? Hold on, I can't build right now because I'm being shot at. Even though I'm not being damaged, it's just the shields. It counts. Well, this is awkward. He's pretty much never going to blast through our shields because we're just regenerating them quicker than he can take them out. So... if I order us to be nearer, we might start blasting the engines a bit quicker. How is he even reversing? He doesn't have... Oh, he has some reverse thrusters. Oh, he's starting to have not engine, power issues. I think they're having power issues in their laser. Oh, we got a couple of shots. They missed, though. Okay, so our cannon is firing. All it needs to do is land a couple of hits. We'll knock out the... Oh, hold on a minute. Someone else is sneaking up on us! And this guy is actually fairly dangerous. This is actually a problem, because we can't fight both. They will outmaneuver us, and one of them will be shooting us in the back, and we will die. Okay, run away and fight this one. Turn around and go as quick as you can. Hopefully don't take too much damage. Just swing around. Oh, well now... Go on, go, go, go. And maybe he can't follow us particularly quickly. Oh, there goes an engine. Oh, and he's going to cut off one of our little engines on the side here. This was a bad plan. This was a very bad plan. I forgot about the... Okay, hold on. Right, crap. go this way. Basically try and outmaneuver him so that you end up on the other side of him to that guy. No, you're not listening to me. You need to turn around, or you're going to die. Crap. This has gone wrong. I don't know how to fix this. I don't know how to make this not a problem anymore. If he blows that up, we lose our control room, and then we die. We can't fly away because he's quicker than us. And we can't... We can't face in a direction that doesn't get us killed. Go there. We're just going to have to stop maneuvering relative to everyone else. Do this, please. Spin around. Please spin around. I'm begging you. Stop. Stop doing this to me. Right, just where you stand. Spin. Turn on the spot. Face this way. Then I'll try getting you to reverse or something. Right, okay, so at the moment we're now safer. How do I get him to reverse? I think there's a way, but I don't know it. Go here, facing this way. There we go. He's worked out that the most efficient way is just to back in that direction rather than anything else. So now we're getting into a position where they're both on the same side, and that's okay. We need to back away further. Turn this way a little. Keep firing your weapons at him. It knows to shoot at the one that's there. Well, that one's going all over the place right now. We're so close to knocking out that weapon as well. Right, I need you to start shifting sideways because he's trying to outmaneuver you and we cannot have it. No, no, no. Don't do that. Right, reverse. There's a better way of doing it. Just bit by bit. Nice and steady. Oh, he's shooting us on the side, but this guy's actually swinging around that way right now, which is perfect for us. Turn this way a bit. Keep getting as many shots as you can on him. We've nearly got him. There's not much left to the guy. Reactor's going to be exposed fairly soon, but he's doing damage to us in the meantime because he still has a lot of weaponry, even if there's not much of him left. Turn around a little more. Where's the other guy right now? Over there facing us. Oh, he's going to manage to get a shot around the side of our shields as it is. Move this way some more. Keep firing. Take out what you can. Did we just have something explode? Is it something on them? I don't know. We're missing a lot down here either way. It's not good. He still has some weaponry left. I think, in fact, we may have only got one of his guns. But a lot of his remaining stuff is significantly damaged. That guy over there is just flipping about all over the place, not getting anything done, which is fine by me. This guy's trying to outmaneuver us again. We can't allow it. This guy's coming up behind us. We can't turn away because we'll expose the reactor and it'll all be over if that goes. Right, try backing away again. Over to here. Don't turn around. Oh, he's going with the beam again. He's managed to organize himself and start facing a proper direction again. Not good, not good. Turn this way some more. Try and cover both of them with the shields. Back away some more. We can't order him to back away in large amounts because he'll turn around and try and do it that way. There we go. We've actually taken off one of the guys' nacelles at this point. He is falling apart, but one of his cannons is running very well still. That is very bad. Oh, we've just lost a gun on the side there. This shield is also in trouble. We don't want to lose our shield generators. We really need those. Keep backing away. Don't turn around. Okay, that guy's down. Fantastic. We are now relatively safe again. Turn to face. Just point that way. We should be okay now. The shields can hold. Oh, he's taken out that one, though. Not good. Right, our shields can hold against this for as long as we like. However, we can't... Oh. I didn't notice the fire. And it wouldn't have mattered if I had, because it's in the hands of the crew to deal with the fires. Well, nuts. That's the run over, because now we'll just start spinning, and he's just going to blast us as much as he likes. We cannot come back from this. Yeah, we're just going to spin randomly. He'll slowly blow everything up. It's only a matter of time before these go, because, of course, the explosion took out the fire extinguishers, so the fire will not be stopped. It will just keep going. We just have to wait and see what happens. There's certain ways you can sneakily get out of things like this, but I don't know if it's going to come up. There it goes! Now, what I've got to keep an eye out for is which one he goes for. He's going for this one. So let's keep an eye on this bit of debris over here. See if it works. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We'll have to watch out. Oh, there's the debris of the other ship we were just fighting. Is there someone still on this? Yep, there's actually quite a few crew on this bit of broken hull. It's not coming up. Oh, there it is. Right, if I press repair... Oh, it's only these sections. Okay, sometimes when you get a bit of your ship fly off... Let me check this over here, because it's been a while since he's... Oops, since he's fired. Over here, let me look at this one. This one can be repaired, but only what's there. This can be repaired. Only what's there. This one. Only what's there. Okay, so yeah, sometimes what can happen is you can select a bit of debris, and if you press the repair button, it will remake the entire ship. And it will not, like, even if you don't have the money for it, it will count because you're allowed to go into debt when repairing. And so suddenly you'll have a fully functional ship again, even from the tiniest bit of debris. I sort of did it a bit, I think, before with the previous one. Maybe, I forget if I did that or not that time. But yeah, sometimes you can do that, which is quite fun, though it does mean you're in catastrophic debt and are unlikely to get out of it and can't upgrade the ship until you do. But it is a fun way to get your own back on the enemy. So, yeah. I neglected maneuverability, and I suffered for it. I paid the price because if an enemy has long-range weaponry, longer range than yours, and is more maneuverable than you, then he can just sit in the perfect spot to never be hurt by you, and that is just... that's how you lose. So, we've learned another lesson. Every time we die, we are learning lessons, and it's always my fault when it happens. I put myself into the dangerous situations with a ship not prepared for them, and that sort of thing makes me like a game like this. Even if I'm dying a lot, if it's my fault that I died, it's fine. I'm happy with it, because it's not the game being stupid, it's the game being clever and making sense. So, fair enough. Next episode, we will try again, and maybe this time will be the run that takes us all the way to the highest difficulty level. But for now, oh, and also, one more thing to say, in the comments, tell me if you'd like to see me just reload from when I jumped into this sector and start from there, or whether you'd like to see me start again. Because you might want to see things at a higher level and not want me to go through the first parts of the game again, so I can either do that and then continue from there and be a bit more careful this time, or I can start again and once again try a different tack and see how that goes. But anyway, with that I shall say goodbye, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.